So just some quick updates for you guys. I've bought a new camera. that must be the most obvious thing right now. So this is the Lumix Panasonic FZ1000. I got it at a fantastic price, and also thank you to all you who have bought stuff from my Etsy shop. Without you guys actually buying stuff from me, I wouldn't be able to reinvest into this channel. So please continue to help and support, and you'll see other amazing things happen in this workshop. But yeah, the reason why I got this specific camera is it's the cheapest camera that will produce a 4K video, which I thought would make some future videos very, very exciting. Now, I'm not a very good photographer, videographer yet. I know that I need a lot of work. But this camera has all the professional settings for a pro who knows how to get things how it should be to create some fantastic footage. But it also has some brilliant presets and intelligent settings that are just make it really simple for me to just click and shoot, and it's fantastic. Now, it's what's known as a bridging camera, so it's kind of like a crossover between your compact camera and your DSLR very expensive cameras. And the reason why I chose this is just to make my life simple. See, there's a fixed lens on this. I can't take the lens off, but it's everything very much like a DSLR, and it's just very cost effective for the excellent quality that you get. And so there you go. Anyway, the next major update, and is the reason why you haven't seen much of me recently, is because we've just celebrated the birth of my son. So that's 3 kids that I have now. And anyway, you won't see a lot of that on my social media pages because I tend to keep my personal life private, which is quite understandable. But anyway, thank you for your support. So I've actually made another video on welding a horsehead sculpture, and I've made available the patterns now to create that sculpture. Well, you will have those patterns when you watch that video. I made it ages ago, but it's just taken me time to just make sure that those patterns work in the best way they can for your experience. So when you download them or you buy the laser cuts from me, you will have a fantastic time. So that's the first update. Second update, which kind of links to the whole laser cut steel thing, is thank you so much for your support with the iris making video. So the patterns that I produced with the irises, a few of you have downloaded that, and I believe have had a great time making irises. And what I've done is, well, I've had quite a lot of orders for irises recently, which is what I'm going to be forging right now. But I've invested and bought the minimum order of laser cut steel pieces. So these are precision laser cut and are far more cost effective to just buy rather than cut them all out myself. But obviously to reach the minimum order you have to buy a bulk load of stuff. So it's enough to do all the commissions that I want to do, and for any future ones that I want to make, I've got stock of these laser cuts. But for anyone who wants to buy a forging pack, I can send you these individually to you. So in your forging pack you will get everything that I would use, which is these, and the correct bars cut to length. So I'll cut all this as stock, keep it to one side for when I need to forge some irises. But if you would like to buy some yourself, because obviously it's cheaper for you if you just want to make one iris or a few irises, you know, to buy these off me as a kind of middleman, rather than spending the minimum order, which can be a couple of £100. But anyway, so let's have a go at using this new camera to get some nice shots, and use this as a good excuse to do some experimentation work. But your feedback on it is very much appreciated. Let me know what you think of the footage coming out, and if you know anything about videography, cinematography. your advice is very much appreciated. Right, let's get forging. Yeah, you're probably looking at my forge back there and thinking, why is there a weird pipe going into it? Well, the fan that I bought, as fantastic as it has been, the capacitor inside had actually broken. So what I'm doing is I've ordered a new capacitor. I'm going to fit it into my extraction fan, and I'm wondering if it was getting overheated, and if so, I will try and create some sort of heat shielding for my poor little fan. So in the meantime, what I've done is I've linked a bouncy castle blower up to a bit of ducting that I had lying around, and it works fantastic. It's just extra noise and extra cost on my electricity bill. How was that? You enjoying it so far? It's good fun, isn't it? So I've got all those finished now. At least that's as much work I will do this evening. But another video you guys I'm sure are anxious to see is another one of me forging one of my sculptures with just pure blacksmithing and really pushing the boundaries of my skills and techniques, and hopefully you guys will learn something. I'm always trying to push what I can learn further in my skills, and so my sculptural work is something I really want to do. Obviously horses are a big part of that, big part of my life are horses, and so that should be good fun. Other types of sculptures is I really want to do ibex, rams and pumas and big cats as well. It's something that I'd like to explore the anatomy of and start planning on doing a sculpture. So there we go with that one. Another video that you might be very looking forward to see is me building a power hammer, or really a treadle hammer that is also powered. So it's a power hammer and treadle hammer. Anyway, there's some science to it, and I'm going to make it fit in this workshop. If I can explain how I'm going to fit that power hammer in, just bear with me. So there's my leg vise, there's some rubbish, that's all going to get cleared and sorted and put into racks. I'm going to move my leg vise next to the forge just here and have it at an angle so I can get full length of steel from outside and clamped in there ready for cutting. And then I'm going to have a treadle hammer right there and a compressor over there, which is the two will work hand in hand, and I'm sure you'll be eager to find out what I'll be doing with that. And on top of those projects, I've got a couple of gates, the traditional gates and very arty-farty gates to create. One for a customer and one for myself. It seems a bit weird being an artist blacksmithing, having a rubbish... I'm really sorry, but there's a hornet in my workshop. Anyway, on that note, happy forging a life worth living. Catch you in the next episode.